Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode on the Hitchhikers SMP. This last week, I have been doing a lot of streaming, gathering resources for a build that I am working on the server, and I have even started building it, as you can see right here. I have started building my project on stream, and I want to show it off a little bit. Some of you may recognize what this is looking like. In a previous single player survival series, I started working on an arcade that utilized armor statue work, and now I'm planning to do something similar but using the new display entities. So far I've been getting the infrastructure set up for it, and for our entrance and exit I am basing this kind of off of Chuck E. Cheese, where they have a entrance aisle where you get your hand stamped if you have a child with you, and then when you exit they check that hand stamp to make sure that the child you're leaving with also has the very same hand stamp. Over to the right of that we have a small little area that I'm going to use for some seating. Over here we're going to have some more seating and maybe a few arcade machines, and then this whole area right here is going to end up being a little arcade. Up this ramp we have another area that's going to be for like skee ball, little basketball games, and a few more areas for seating. And all of this was done on my last stream, so if you don't want to miss stuff like this, because I'm going to be doing a lot more building on stream, you're going to want to go check that out at CurtisDoesADig on Twitch. The link will be in the description below. We have a new book on the server, and it is called Sculptures, and this was made entirely by myself, and it works specifically with display entities, but the Sculptures book doesn't replace the armor stand book, and both can be used on the server without any conflicts. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead and go to item, and then I will go to add. And as you can see, it pulled the item from my offhand, and now we have a full item display entity right here. And the item in this case is a warped stem block. Now, what makes this really different from the armor statue book is that we can actually change the scale. With the armor statue book, we have to rely on the scales set from the armor stands themselves, like the size of the head and the size of the items in hand. With this new book, we can actually stretch things out, we can make things a lot smaller, and that's going to give us a lot more freedom to work on our projects. And that's actually what's going on over here. With our ramp, I can make these look like full blocks. With the armor statue book, they would have been a lot smaller, which would have been a little bit of a weird texture between the floor up here, the floor up down here, and the texture on the ramp. But man, oh man, am I very excited about this. We have a working ramp in Minecraft. That is a first for the Hitchhikers SMP, and this is how I'm doing it underneath those display entities. Because the display entities don't actually have collision, I need to put something underneath them to act as sort of a slope. So I'm using snow layers, and look at that. It's pretty much this effect going on right here. And we just have that underneath the appearance of this ramp. And you can kind of see us bouncing up a little as if we were walking on stairs. It's because of those snow layers. But I'm genuinely so excited to have this on the server. I've been working on it for quite a long time, and we finally got it into the server, so I'm very, very thankful that we were able to get this done. And there's 3 different entities we can use. We can make a block entity, and this is not going to allow us to change any of like the item display categories. Like if we wanted to make it look like, oh, it's in the third person left hand, or this is what it looks like when it's in the GUI. And we also can't add enchantment glint. The item section though will allow us to do all that. And then we have the text display mode, which allows us to put text in the world as well. The main difference between the block and item displays is that with item, I can do both blocks and all of our different items, like bread, for example, versus the block display, I could only do blocks. But overall, it's been very useful to have on the server already just for this project alone, and I'm very, very excited about it, as you can probably tell. So what we're going to do is finish up the ramp on this side, and we're going to add seating around the entire pizzeria slash arcade. So we'll be back in a flash, and bada bing, bada boom, look at that. We have all of our seats set up. Everything else is going to be arcade games, which I am super hyped for. So we are using some oxidized copper stairs. We have some sandstone stairs in the center with some netherwort block as like a little cushion for our chairs. I think this looks absolutely amazing, and I truly cannot wait to add the tables in here because that is going to take it to the next level. Let me know in the comments below what I should use for the tables. This will be entirely display entities, and I want them to have a thin piece in the middle that will act as like a singular leg of the table, and something gray or beige for the tabletop. Let me know what blocks you think I should use in the comments below. And I did take some time to figure out the layout that I want inside of this main area, inside the back area, and what I want to do with the rest of this pizzeria slash arcade. I do want to knock this wall down, bring it back a little bit. This is where we're going to have like the little prize booth. We'll have an opening like right here that is going to be leading to like the party area. Behind this prize counter is going to be like the kitchen, and then like a supply closet off to the side behind this wall here that will lead over to the janitorial area as well. I plan on adding like some vending machines against this wall right here, one for like ice cream, one for maybe sodas or something. All in all, I am really excited about this, but I am kind of burnt out on this project for today, so let's turn our attention to something else. In the last episode, we had 3 sniffer eggs, and I actually want to do something with that if we can. I'm planning on making a little sniffer egg farm, and then we're going to hopefully be able to get some torch flower and pitcher pod seeds, some of which I might actually be able to utilize in this build. So here is what we're going to do. I'm going to set up a little farm right next to my villager trade hall. It doesn't have to be here, but I mean, this feels as good a place as any. All we have to do really is set up a nice little area for our sniffers to be able to search for those little pitcher pods. And according to Wikipedia, the sniffer only needs a 6x6 area to find seeds. However, when it is searching for those seeds, it will not check the 20 last areas it already has checked. So we're gonna give it a lot more space, I think. Now, I will be the very first person to say it that this build is disgusting. It is not pretty at all. But is it functional? Also unsure. That remains to be seen. But we will see in just a few minutes if this thing actually works. It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet, and already these guys are at hatch level 2, so they should be hatching any second now. I have my fingers crossed. I'm really excited to meet them, and I have no idea what I'm gonna name them yet. If you guys have suggestions, let me know in the comments below what we should name them. Look at this little guy, he's here. Hi. Oh, you're here too. Beautiful. Are you about to hatch too then? Well, let's give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, hatch. Yes! Oh my gosh! I counted it down. I can't believe that. Look at them. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. Look at them sniffing around. Oh, that's beautiful. We love to see it. And a really cool thing about this little design right here is that it's constantly going with that hopper minecart. And so as soon as these guys start digging, we're gonna start getting those seeds, but we gotta wait till they're older. Okay, and I looked it up, and it looks like it's gonna take them about 2 in-game days to grow up, after which they will no longer be snifflets and instead be sniffers. Yes, I looked it up. They are currently called snifflets, and I think that is just so adorable. While we're here at my base, let's talk about a little issue that I'm facing. We're gonna do a little free cam experiment, and we're gonna look around and take a look at some of these little holes that are going all the way to bedrock. You may see them, they're little pillars all over the place, and the reason I noticed this is because I was in my trade hall just doing some trades when I noticed a block missing in the floor, and it went all the way down to bedrock. And I took a look in free cam. Look how many there are around my base. And I know exactly who is responsible for this. Now, she's already let me know that she's going to take care of it and fill them back up. But she's also responsible for me losing a couple diamond blocks on stream because she has restocked the Tree of Wonder. Yes, I'm talking about red gabs, and one of the things I got from the Tree of Wonder was this shulker box of eggs. I spent a diamond block on that. So I'm gonna need a lot of milk. That was a lot louder than I anticipated it to be. We're gonna need some eggs, some sugar, and some wheat. And we're gonna make ourselves a ton of cake. At least 5 shulker boxes of cake should do it. That is 135 cakes. Let's head to Red Gab's base. Now there is a lot of stuff happening outside of her base, so I'm just gonna work on the inside. And let's grab these cakes and get to work. Unfortunately, 135 cakes did not go nearly as far as I had hoped, so we're gonna have to go craft up some more. And we have finished. That took me 8.5 shulker boxes of cakes, but we did it. We filled up her entire floor with cakes. It's beautiful and delicious. Revenge is definitely sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time. Here I am at the copy machine because there is something we must do. I really should have done this before the update, but it's time to upgrade my gear to be netherite. I should have done it sooner because it requires so many diamonds to make. Not only that, but the netherite upgrades also require netherite, unfortunately. Oh man. Oh, and I bet you think that would be it, huh? Nope, we also need coast, dune, and wild for this next part. Oh boy, here we go. Wild, and then last one. This one's named, so it's not showing up. But coast. Oh man, so many diamonds. And the last step, you want to know what material I'm using for all of these? That's right, I'm using diamonds. Oh, this is so sad. But man, oh man, if I don't look good. So I just logged on and I found this chest out here that says a gift for you. And I have no idea who it's from. But we got some seeds, some wheat. That's a lot of seeds. Okay, we'll take it. Sure, no worries. Wait a second. I just realized something. Why would somebody gift me a bunch of wheat and a bunch of seeds? Is it... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Red Gabs was just talking about beetroot. Oh no, please don't tell me. Don't tell me it is what I think it is. Oh my gosh! She replaced my entire wheat field with beetroot? Are you kidding me? Oh, I know my elytra's almost broken. Oh my gosh. No! Gabs, how could you do this to me? Well, unfortunately, there's only one thing I can do at this point, and that's to replace the beetroot with wheat seeds again. Oh man, this sucks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you're not following already, please consider following me on Twitter, Instagram, and supporting me on Patreon, all at CurtisDoesADig. I also have a Threads account if you want to follow that, also at CurtisDoesADig. Oh man, this is gonna take forever to get back to where it was before. GG, Gabs. GG. But with that being said, have a good one, and I will see you in the next episode.